Hi, this is Linda Price again, and I have something new to show you. And I've been doing this for the last few days instead of working on a journal because I really enjoy doing it. And I have lots of scraps and papers and things that are just piling up. And I saw a couple of videos on YouTube and some of my favorite people. And what they suggested is taking your paper that you have used in your other journals. You know, we always have extra paper that we don't use and that we've cut up, and so this is taking all these papers and using them in tags. So I just wanted to show you a few of the sets. Now this first one I have already sold. I've sold a couple. Let's see, I've sold one other set too. So I'm just getting into this, but it seems like people like the work that I'm doing on these, and they think that they're going to fit in their journals. And so I try to be not a specific line or a specific like a if you do a I can't even think, if you do like a nature one or a Victorian one. I try to make them pretty general. So here's let me just show you a little bit of the details. Okay, this you know is from Tsunami Rose. She has a look that is hard to miss. And I put that on there, and I did this one pretty easy. Put a little piece of lace there, and I cut a little doily here in half, and we always have these, and you can half them or quarter them or however you want to use them to add to your tags. This one, I like this fringe, but I don't have a lot of ways to use this in my journals, so I found out I can use them on these tags. And then I took a piece of music paper, and then another spare piece of paper I had, and then a butterfly, another paper down here. And sometimes I cut them, sometimes I ripped them, but I always would put the edging on it. And this is the tatting. I've decided I'm going to put some of these on some of my tags too, so you can see how you can use the tatting on your tags. Here's another one. This is Dreams Do Come True, and this was a piece of paper and another piece that I added, and then I added this trim down here and this pretty lace right here. This one added this piece of paper here, another piece of paper here, another piece of paper over here, and then a little ephemera here, and then I added two. So you see, you can just kind of come up with all kinds of ways to decorate these. I made these, and I did make the tags out of manila folders, file folders, and then I glued on the papers and the ephemera. This one is I glued on this music paper background, and then I took another doily and cut it in half, and then a little flower, and then a piece of ephemera, and then I just tied some sari silk here. This last one, I put this paper on, which was, and then I did add some of my tatted, I do have these on Etsy too, that you can buy my tatted pages, and so I did cut some of these up. Well, I actually took just one piece of paper and then cut it up into pieces, and then over here's another part of it, and then another piece here, and then just a little flower arrangement here, and then added the lace up here and lace down here. So that's the set that I sold already. I sold that last night. So another set, and these are the sets that I have available. And I decided I was going to start making these little tag toppers because I like the way that they turned out like that. And they were easy to do because, you're always looking for another way to put something over that hole or in that hole or whatever you want to You want to, yeah, but it needs something. It just can't be plain. So now this one I took, there's a page back here, and then another piece of paper back there, and of course that's the tsunami rose again, and another paper here, and then another paper down here, and then the tatted piece, and then the lace that I added. And this one's from Tsunami Rose too, and I think this is tatting. It looks like it's tatting. Definitely does. And she put that in her newest kit. You know, she's got a lot of ephemera in her newest kit, and I can't remember what it's called, but it has pages of blocks of ephemera that you can cut out, and that's what I did. And so I've got this that I can use, and I love it because it goes right with this tag topper here. And then here's another piece of paper back here, you can see, and I glued this other piece here, and two other pieces down here. So that's that tag. And these are for sale in my Etsy shop. And I'll put that down at the bottom here. Here's another page, another tag with my tatting, and here's a piece of paper up here, another piece here, and another Tsunami Rose ticket, and a lady here, and then another piece down here, and some lace here. And it's hard to see what actually is collaged, because when you just see them sitting there, you think, well, that might be just a piece of collage paper that's already done. But I didn't do it that way. Here's another piece up here that I added with the tatting here, and another ticket, and then the background here, and another piece of ephemera down there that I added. This is another one, and the background was this paper here, which then I added this piece, then I added this piece, and then I added this ephemera, and then I added this piece down here. So you can see very close up what I did. All right, here's another one, and this is a piece up here with the tatting, and another ticket, and another, this is also one of my tatted pages from that one page. I've got a set of, I think it's six different pages of tatting. Here's another piece here, and then the Tsunami Rose, and then that. And so that's another, and that one is for sale on Etsy. Okay. This one is for sale also. And you can see I added this up here is ephemera, this piece here, this piece down here, and this piece over here with a ticket. And then some of them I did not put the tatting, but I think I'm going to from now on add the tatting to the top. I made these before I made that decision. So here's another one, and you can see that this one has a piece of paper here, another piece here, another piece here, and then a ephemera here, and then more paper down here, and one here, and then this pretty piece of lace. Here's another one with a paper up here. And these were just all my scraps. They're beautiful scraps, you know. I don't know. I thought, what can I do with these things? But now I found out what I can do. Here's another scrap over here, and then here's a scrap of music paper, and then this real pretty piece of ephemera here. And I love this. This is lace that I just cut up. It comes like scalloped, and I just cut these out, and they make beautiful page toppers. And another piece of lace here, and there's a piece here, and then here's my tatting page, off my tatting page, and a piece of ephemera. And here's that other trim again that I put on the front of here. Piece of paper up here. There's another piece here, and then my tatting over here. So I thought, you know, if I can use the tatting and show how you can use the different tatting designs on the pages, you can see how it can go with other pieces. And this is another little, I just took some silk ribbon and made a flower, and I'd had that just sitting around, so I finally did something with it. Here's a piece of paper here, another piece of paper here, piece of paper here, and then my tatting paper. and a piece of ephemera and some lace right here. So that's the other one. Okay, there's another set. I mean, I just went to town on this stuff, and because I really enjoyed doing it. It just you can be really creative with this paper. Here's another piece of paper back here, one here, and another here, and another one of the tickets, and then I added the tatted topper, and another piece of paper here, one here, and one down here, and a piece of ephemera, and my tatted topper. Need to hold these still so you can see them. And also I did a little bit more tatting up here, or I had that piece that I had done already, so I added it to the top. And another piece of paper here, and then a piece of ephemera here, piece down here, and then my tatted paper. And like I say, you can find these tatted papers on my Etsy also. I have one set on there. All right, my tatting up here with the music paper, and then another piece of ephemera here, another really pretty piece of paper there, and then a piece of ephemera with this is antique lace. It's vintage lace. You could tell it's very old. And then here's another one with my tatted here. I think this is a Tim Holtz one. Yeah. And then another piece here, and then another piece right here that I added. And I like this one. This is really pretty. A tatting up here, and this background piece of paper, and another piece of paper down here, and a piece of ephemera, and then this pretty thin. I like to work with the thin lace. I think that adds a lot of accent to it. There's another set, and another one. Okay, this is a busy one. This is piece of paper here, up here, my tatted paper over here, and then I added two of these, and I think these are from I can't remember her name. Tracy Fox. I think I downloaded some of her images. I think that's her. And then my tatting. And I think this is a pretty one. That's that pretty lace again that has the scallops. And a ticket from Tsunami Rose, and some paper here, here, and another piece of paper here, and then some more lace. Here's the tatted. So these actually are not already collaged papers. These are what I collaged on here. This comes from that roll, that Tim Holtz roll. It's like tissue paper, and it's got all kinds of designs on it. I love that. It just has so many different looks depending on where you are in the roll. So I covered the whole bottom of the tag with that, and then I added the papers. This paper, and then this here with that's another half doily, little doily. And I get those from Donna Little. She's got a lot of really very inexpensive things. I'm surprised that they are so inexpensive. Here's another one. I put that doily on the side there. I put it on the back there. And my tatting, and then a piece of paper, another piece of paper, and then ephemera. Another one with my tatting, and a piece of paper up here, paper here, and then my tatting paper, and then a little piece of ephemera, and then a nice, cute little gathered kind of lace there, stretchy. And this one is my tatting, piece of paper, my paper from my tatting paper, and down here's some more. And let's see, I think I have, another set here. Oh, did I show you these? Oh, I think that these are the ones I sold. Yeah, I think I showed you these already. Let me see. These are ones that they're in process. I haven't added, you can tell here's the paper in the background, paper, different paper, and then that, and I'll add my trim to it. Here's another one with a piece of paper here, paper, and then the ephemera. And I put this sari silk on the top with the paper down here, another piece of paper here. Put a lot on this one with a piece of ephemera here. And a lot of this is from Tsunami Rose too. These are those new pages I told you that you could cut up and just have little small pieces of ephemera that work well with these tags. I think he's another one too. So here's another one of the I think this is Tsunami Rose also. And then this one here, piece of paper here, and then a piece of ephemera here. And then there's another bingo card with the background. Now that background is from that Tim Holtz roll of paper. I think I ordered that from Amazon. That's what I did. I ordered that from Amazon. And another bingo card. And here's some more that, just so you can see my process, what I'm doing. Here's some more that I'm working on. I'm going to put a tatted top on that one. And paper, different paper, and then one of Tsunami Rose's things. And this is Tsunami Rose here. Paper, there's some more paper here. And you know, we have all these scraps. You know we do. They're just sitting around in boxes. I have different boxes, which I've got to get more organized because I'm finding surprises all the time, forgetting that I had what I have. Now, this is another different pieces of paper. And another half doily. And then this paper back here, paper. And like I said, I made them out of manila file folders, and I got my file folders at Dollar Tree. I mean, they're only $1. There's not a whole lot of them, but that's all I need to keep me busy for a while. I don't need to buy a whole box of file folders, so I get those at Dollar Tree, and they're very plentiful there. Here's another. This background is also the Tim Holtz, and my file folder in the back, and this is another Tsunami Rose. And this one is I don't know if this is off of Tim Holtz. It might be, because it comes with all kinds of designs on it. And another piece of paper, music paper, and then this butterfly. Yeah, oh, these are some blank ones, and I just cut them out. I don't even have a die cut. I just have a set of tags that they have all different sizes. I ordered it, and so I just come up with my size that I want. So there you go. I've made all these. I don't know how many there are there. Let's see. There's 12, 24, 12, 36, probably about 50 that I've made here in the last 2 days. And I've had to do other things also. I've had to teach, and so, you know, it's just been fun. I do it at night when I'm just sitting on the couch with my husband. I know a lot of us do that, because especially he's watching the March Madness basketball games, and I like basketball, but not that much. So, and he informed me this will be going on until April, probably 1st of April. I'm thinking, oh great, this is going to be a lot of days of March Madness. But Tennessee's doing good, so I'm glad about that. But I don't know how long they're going to last. Hopefully pretty long. But anyway, I just wanted to show these to you, and hope you enjoyed looking at them all and getting some ideas. And I'll talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.